streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They're going to try and run, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try, and you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down. Abraham. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Abraham. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Abraham, complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Operating from the gun, Abraham. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing to start the drive, Abraham. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 1st and 10, Abraham over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Abraham. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. On 2nd down, Kitchen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Abraham. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They juked him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Holding offense. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 2nd down, Rich. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. On third down, Rich. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw on second down. Abraham. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Abraham. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rich. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, Rich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. To throw on second down, Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Edwards Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off play action. Rich out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right?
Yeah.
Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
A lot of pressure here on the kicker, Andrew Mevis. This will get the lead up to 7. Mevis knocks this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Rich. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Abraham. That's complete out left to Ayuk. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll run it, Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 3rd down, Abraham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Rich. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Rich. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So score one for Kevin O'Connell. His decision to throw the challenge flag, a good one. From the gun on third down. Abraham, throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Abraham. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd and long. Abraham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. going to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Vikings, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.